all work and no play makes you a dull boy or a girl or whatever gender you identify yourself with. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and on my podcast and Life Goes On by Tanvi. I am Tanvi and this is my studio, and a very warm welcome to all of you. And depending on what you're listening to, where you are. I forgot the line. Why do I always mess up this intro? Probably because I'm not very regular with my podcast these days. I know, but I'm trying, to manage my schedule. Well, this is going to be the video of new moon in Sagittarius. So we have new moon in Sagittarius on the 23rd of November. It's actually where I am, so I live in India, so it's on the 23rd. You can actually Google and check where and when is the new moon in Sagittarius falling in your place. So depending on your geographical location, so that would differ a little bit by a day or two, but the energies are still going to be there starting from the day I'm shooting, that is on 22nd of November. And so this moon has this theme which I just spoke about, all work and no play is definitely going to make you really dull. Sagittarius is one energy that's all about fun, that's all about being spontaneous, that's all about, being a little bit in your comfort zone, playing a little bit with your strengths. And how we say that it's important to get out of your comfort zone. This Sagittarius energy is in fact doing something that's quite opposite to what we are used to listening to when it comes to motivational coaches and motivational speeches. This Sagittarius energy is going to ask you to play with your strengths. So your comfort zone is also your strengths. So for example, if you're good at certain things, this is a great time to actually play with those strengths and use those strengths at your workplace, at your, when you're flirting with somebody, or whatever are your strengths in every area of your life. So, well, in this video, first of all, we're going to talk about the general energies that are around us. So I have already pulled tarot cards and oracle cards for all the signs, and the general for the general energies. So first off, we'll start with the general energies, and then we'll go to the signs, and you can check your sun, moon, and or rising sign. So if you don't know what your rising sign or your moon signs are, you can all you need is your date of birth and your place of birth and your name, and you can check it online on any calculator that is available online usually. So yes, checking your sun, moon and rising signs, these are three different aspects of your personality. It gives you like a bigger picture of what can you expect in this time. So this reading will be from November 22nd, or whenever you come across this video, till the end of the year, so 31st of December 2022, this reading and these energies are going to be sort of valid. Yes, and also I have linked all the timestamps to all the signs, so you can jump directly to the timestamps. And before I go on and start with the general readings, I would also like to say that in case you're interested in booking a personal reading with me or purchase my jewelry, you can definitely go and check out my website. All my rates and everything is there. All the details are there on my website. Why am I fumbling so much? Yeah, so let's get started with the general readings. So, Sagittarius energy is all about looking at the bigger picture. Sagittarius is one of the most optimistic signs. Sometimes it can be blind optimism, but at this time, I feel like your skepticism might not be the best thing for you. You have to be optimistic. Expect good things to happen to you, especially during the time of the new moon, if you believe in some manifestation rituals. I always feel that there's no right or wrong time to manifest something. We're always constantly manifesting, so it's very important to take care of what thoughts you are putting in your head. So what kind of data you're consuming, in terms of what kind of communication you're having with people. It should all be very productive. Not all positive conversations and data is not always the most productive data. So it should be productive and add to your growth. But at the same time, Sagittarius season, and especially this new moon and these energies, are actually a great time, and this will come like a just like this beautiful relief after a very tough November, because November energies, I know I'm a Scorpio and my birth chart is filled with Scorpio, so scorpionic energies. So Scorpio is all about, combating your fears, facing your worst demons, and then overcoming your fears, alchemizing your biggest, darkest, deepest fears into your biggest, darkest, your biggest strengths ever, not best strengths ever. But Sagittarius is quite opposite to what we have been experiencing. First of all, this is a fire sign. But at the same time, this fire sign is actually representing this is one of my favorite fire signs, because Sagittarians are like very playful. They're very always in the moment. They are very carefree. They make decisions like based on whatever they want to do with their lives. So this is actually a great time to just add more play into your life, like I said. So for your cards, I have pulled these oracle cards. So this is going to tell us the 2 areas that are majorly going to be impacted because of this season. So the first area is, sorry, I had to check the camera. I thought like the camera just went away. No, it's fine. So the first area is happiness. And the second area is marriage. So of course, like marriage does not always mean like you actually getting married to somebody, but for those of you who are actually wanting to get married, this is a great time to get married. This is a great time to plan your wedding. This is a great time. If you've been very single, then this is a great time where you can actually potentially meet somebody who you can see a long-term future with. Or for those of you who are not looking for somebody, this can also mean like a marriage in terms of your work. You can actually find a work that really suits you in the long run. You can actually find a company or people whom you feel like they will be there for you for the rest of your life. So this is like this new moon and the Sagittarius energy is very good for building connections, and happiness is like just happiness. So I do feel like, playing with your comfort zone, being very comfortable with what you want to do, whatever you want to wear, just doing things that make you happy in the moment. Even when it comes to work, taking the projects that actually make you happier are going to make you happier. So it's like you don't have to do the difficult thing. You can do the easy thing and expect good things to happen. So you can do the easiest thing ever and just know that that easiest thing will reap you the maximum rewards at this point. Then for your other oracle card, we have surrender to prayer, which says give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe and answers and support will arrive. What's really strange is that this energy is also a great time to meditate, actually, because this will help you feel more playful. When what people don't understand about meditation is that when you meditate a lot, that it actually brings your attention very inwardly, and a lot of us, we have trauma related to our childhoods, and oftentimes we have had to grow up really soon. So in that case, then this is a great time to bring that child back into life, do those childish things again that you missed out on doing when you were a kid, because it's very important to create balance in your life. It's very important to reap the benefits of each age group that you are in. And in case you had a difficult childhood, this is a great time to actually act like a child and expect that, things will turn out for the best. How as children, we are all very optimistic about the future. We are sort of like, we have these big dreams, we have these big aspirations, we have these big goals. And then while we are growing up, we sort of like, we become very practical, we become very logical. So when you meditate, you sort of like bring those bigger dreams into existence. You realize that what were your soul's true callings, or what we say that what your true purpose is. So this is actually a great time to meditate or prayer. Like you may or may not believe in any god or entity or universe or whatever, and whoever you believe in, whatever your faith is, depending on that. This just says that, it's very important to meditate at this time. Now going for your tarot cards, we have the Two of Cups, which is great, and we have the Two of Pentacles, which is also really great. I'm getting like a very different message from the Two of Pentacles this time. Then we have the Four of Cups in the reverse, which is so much better in the reverse. And finally, we have the High Priestess. First of all, for those of you who have been feeling like a little bored with your routine, depending on where your Sagittarius is in your birth chart, of course, like it'll impact you accordingly, but I do feel like most of us, you will not be bored, till the end of December. Of course, like this is also the holiday season, so a lot of us are actually on holidays and we're just enjoying our lives, but even in general, like this is like a great energy in any area. If you've been feeling a little bored out, that's not going to happen anymore. Like you can expect good things to happen, good changes to come in those areas. And these are changes that you already have been manifesting or are there for you. For example, if your work has been feeling a little boring or your job has been feeling a little boring and you have been trying to make things more pleasurable and happier, and then you just know that it's going to happen towards the end of this year. Because we have the High Priestess, which is a major arcana, which is like a person who knows everything, Also, this reminds me that this is actually like a dark side of the Sagittarius energy. Sometimes what happens is that when like Sagittarius energy has this, they can be a little delusional at times. Though with the High Priestess, it does signify that whatever you know is correct, and I just saw 1111 on the camera. So yeah, you do know things that are manifesting in your life, the correct partner that's coming into your life, the correct union that's there for you, the things that you have to work on, the things that you need to let go of, where you have to just relax, where you have to just play, where you have to just, it's like quite repetitive, I feel, the messages, because that's really what the messages are. But at the same time, I do feel like there's another message that I was getting while I was channeling the energies was that don't be stubborn at this time. Sagittarians also have like this dark side where they can be a little too stubborn sometimes, and they can be a little delusional about their personalities and optimistic to the point where like it's just like complete delusion. So I'm sorry for calling you out if you're a Sagittarian, but like, this is just like the negative side of a Sagittarius. So just make sure that it doesn't turn into a delusion. And also maybe sometimes I'm also getting like imposter syndrome. If you have been dealing with an imposter syndrome, like, or you could be getting success that feels like you feel a little delusional, or you feel like you don't deserve this amount of success, although this is the exact kind of success or exact kind of things that you have been wanting to come into your life. But there could be an energy inside of you that could feel like, oh my God, is this really happening, or am I dreaming? Like, just pinch me. Yeah, that's also another beautiful message. So I'm getting like really positive messages mostly. So not mostly, like all of them are positive, I think. So then we have the Two of Cups. Again, I feel like a lot of friendships, a lot of partying, a lot of soul unions. If you are completely single, there's like a huge possibility of you meeting your soulmate. And this could be a person that potentially you can spend a long time in your life or have like a really solid, good relationship. Then with the Two of Pentacles also, I'm getting like, usually the Two of Pentacles is a card of balancing. I feel like this is also in terms of relationship, where Two of Cups is like, the element of water, and two people are bringing their emotions and they're bonding over their emotions. I also feel like Two of Pentacles is also signifying like two people bonding practically. For example, your careers aligning together, or you meet somebody with whom you can have like start a business maybe next time, or do something in your career, or you are in a job and then you meet somebody at your workplace. So like those are the kinds of energies that are there. Again, like I have been saying this since the beginning of 2022, that 2022 onwards we'll be like finding an alignment between life partner and work partner. So earlier we always used to think that there has to be like a distinction between what our life work is, like this work-life balance that we used to find. But I feel like since most of us, we are awakening to our purpose, and our purpose is usually aligned with our long-term partners as well. So you would want to start careers with your partners. So you would want partners with whom you can start careers with, or you would find partners while you are working on your career. So take what resonates. Yeah, so another strange thing that is happening, like I'm shooting this on 22nd November 2022, so it's like 2222, and we have like 2 on the High Priestess, and then there's Two of Cups, and then there's Two of Pentacles, and also we have 4. So there's a lot of, which is 2 and 2. So there's like a lot of 2s that I notice, and that's like a huge synchronicity, which also signifies like a lot of love coming your way. I also feel like this can also be like a lot of good friendships, you finally being able to trust people. I also want to say that, you know, just go with the flow, and this is like a brilliant time for you to just play and have fun. Another thing about this new moon is that Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion. Jupiter is the planet of education. Jupiter is the planet of learning. So this is a great time to learn a new skill. This could be like a skill that you really enjoy doing, okay? And that can actually bring you a lot of abundance. Expect a lot of abundance. Expect the good things that you have been working hard for. Expect the brilliant things. Expect the best outcome. This is one important thing that you must keep in mind. You must expect the best possible outcome this time, and see how your life aligns towards that best possible outcome. And yes, so now let's get started with all the signs. So we'll all the timestamps are in the description of this episode, this video. You can just go to your sign, click on your reading, and get your personalized reading. Hello Aries, so welcome to your reading for new moon in Sagittarius till the, this will be from November 22nd till the end of December 2022. So for your oracle card, we have Bird, which says news is on the way. And then we have this Chariot, which is a major arcana. We have the Three of Wands. And finally, we have the King of Cups. Okay, Aries, I feel like this is great. Like, I do feel like, again, there's this news that's coming your way that you can really expect. I do feel like this can happen as probably like within a day after you watch this video or something like that. Because we have this bird flying and we have the Chariot, I feel like there's this important news which can involve travel for some of you, traveling to some place near water, because we have the King of Cups. So I feel like most of you are traveling near water. Also, this can also be because this is the new moon in Sagittarius and you are also Aries, which is also another fire sign. This is going to be a great time for you. I feel like okay, so I'm just gonna say this. So Aries, for once, I feel like there's a lot of calmness around you. There's like, you're going to feel very happy with your life. You're going to feel very calm about your situations, like at peace. I always say that, you know, you should look for peace and joy and not for the rush. And even if it's like a relationship, if it's a job, you should not just look for thrill and rush. Look for the places you find peace and joy in. I feel those are the things that you are going to experience. And I don't know, like Sagittarius, I feel like you're going to, sorry, did I say Sagittarius? Sorry, Aries. So you're just like going to be very happy during this time. And although you are like a fire sign, we do have like this Three of Wands, which talks about travel and looking for bigger opportunities. You're going to be very optimistic throughout the rest of the year. And yeah, like just happiness. I also feel like if you want to purchase a car, this can be like a good time to, although we are in like the Mars retrograde time and it's like not the best time to purchase a new car. Like you can just invest in a new car, start looking for it, and then maybe purchase it after the Mars retrograde is over. So that is after 13th of January 2023. So you can like maybe book your car or look for cars and like get the vehicle after that. Or if it's like an old car that you're purchasing, then this can be like an okay-ish time to do that. Like I really feel like you're going to be like very optimistic. That's all that I have for you, Aries. Like, yes, with the King of Cups, I do feel like you'll be meditating a lot. So yeah, that's going to be really helpful for you. Hello Taurus, so welcome to your reading for new moon in Sagittarius. So this will be valid from 22nd of November till the rest of the year. So first off, we have the Death card. Then we have the Nine of Coins, which is great. Then we have the Nine of Swords. So we have two nines here. And then we have Ring. A marriage will take place either romantic or business. Okay, that's good news. With the Nine of Swords, I feel like there have been certain concerns, and I do feel like this is mostly regarding your love life. I feel like a lot of you Taurus, I feel like have been feeling that there's no hope when it comes to love, or there's like nothing ever works out or something like that. And Nine of Pentacles talks about independence, like feeling happy in your own energy. I do feel like you will be manifesting a lot of money, or I do feel like this is not just money, but also you understanding that it's your independence that's going to attract the right partner to you. You don't have to settle for somebody who's not independent. Again, a Taurus, like I feel like last time also I spoke about something about a relationship that's coming your way, Taurus, because Taurus is one sign that's like often very much in their comfort zones, and Sagittarius energy also is about being in the comfort zone. But yeah, but I just feel like you're just being too hard on yourselves, Taurus. Like you can just be yourself, and you have to like expect the other person to just sometimes like you for who you are at your core. Like, of course, we all have to make adjustments in love and relationships and business or whatever it is in your job as well. But your core must be respected, and that's what's really important. But for that, you have to also respect your own core. So with the Death card, I do feel like these worries are going to be coming to an end, and you will be coming out very strong and more independent and happy with who you are. This happiness, this energy of you feeling more independent and more sure of who you are, and you finding like the sense of peace, and you finding this newer version of yourself. This could be like you maybe getting more ways to earn, or you finally seeing where you have been holding yourself back mostly, I feel, when it comes to your relationships. Maybe you push away the partners who are good for you, or maybe you don't put in any kind of effort, Taurus. That's also another problem that Taurians have. So yes, I feel like, you'll be realizing certain things about your personality, and just, I don't know what kind of an energy is this, like, because Nine of Pentacles is one card that talks about extreme independence. I feel like maybe you'll realize that you don't have to be extremely independent. You can really rely on some people, but at the same time, there's a thin line between being codependent and being hyper independent. So yeah, so you don't want to be hyper independent anymore, and that is what's going to attract a person you can actually marry. Or like, this could be like, again, if you're not looking for a romantic relationship, this could be like marry in your work life, Like I said in the beginning of this episode, that you will be finding that person you can build with. So that's very important. That's very beautiful, Taurus. I feel like, again, be true to yourself is another message that I'm getting. So yes, so that's all that I have for you. Hello, Gemini. So welcome to your reading for New Moon in Sagittarius. So let's see what we have. So we have pineapple. It says reconciliation. Why do I fumble? I don't know. With this reconciliation card, I just have something with this card. Okay. So we have the Ten of Swords, which, and then we have the Nine of Swords. And then we have the Five of Swords. Okay. First off, Gemini, the first message that I'm getting is like, if it's not meant to be, don't force it to be. There are certain things in life that are not meant to be. If there are certain relationships that are just not meant to be, and you're trying to force those relationships onto yourself or onto somebody, just don't do that. That could be like a very specific message for some of you. But with the reconciliation card, I feel like you might have this urge to maybe some of you go back to your ex, or your ex might be coming back to you. Well, I am never up for going for your exes, but like, of course, if it works, it works for you. So do what feels right. But I do feel like you're putting an end to certain things. You're actually putting an end to people who you thought were good for you, but turned out to be not good for you. So Five of Swords can talk about a little bit of deception. People, backstabbing you, kind of. And Ten of Swords is like putting an end to those people, putting an end to those relationships, and not wanting those things back. This could be like an ex coming back to you with whom you just end things for once and for all. Like, listen, this is not going to happen. I do feel like you might feel a little angry. So Mars is still retrograding, and I understand if that happens to you. But be kind to yourself. This is Sagittarius season. Sagittarius is all about blessings and expansion and just like growth. So at the same time, I'm also getting like reconciliation could also for some of you be like meeting somebody you feel like you've known them for many lifetimes, you know. So I do feel like, you know, it's like reconciling with somebody you feel like you were always meant to meet, and that's going to happen faster than you could ever think, and that sort of like throws you off guard with the Ten of Swords. And like that could also, like, you know, show you how people in your past were so deceptive, and it's not like why things happen the way they happen, so that you could like meet this new person finally and like just be happy with where you are. So everything happens for you and nothing happens to you, Gemini. I also feel like, you know, Geminis are very secretive. I feel like for me personally, this is one sign that I always find very intriguing, because they keep one aspect of themselves really hidden. And so Gemini, I feel like you don't have to hide those parts of you that you've been hiding from a lot of people, and I feel like you'll feel very validated with the new person that's coming in your life. But anyhow, if it's not a person, this can also be like, again, an old work situation that's finding you, and you're like putting down certain offers that you thought you wanted, but you don't want those things. But this could also be like a work situation where you meet somebody at work and, you know, you feel like very validated with that person. You feel like very happy with working with that person. You feel like this is the exact thing that this is the exact person that you need in your company, or that can like just make you grow to next levels. Yes, so that's all that I have for you, Gemini, and I'll see you again in my other readings. Hello, Cancerians. So first off, for your tarot card, we have this Major Arcana, the World card. Then we have the Knight of Swords. Then we have the Two of Cups. This is actually great, Cancerians. So then we have your Oracle card, which says Boot, which says increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So first off, Cancerians, I feel like this is like you just entering a great period of your life. I do feel like this has been your mentality. I feel like this should be in reverse, like increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goal. I feel like this is one mentality that you're putting an end to. Like, it's not always work, and again, you will be like just happy being where you are. I also feel like you might be taking a huge break from your work for once, and you'll be very happy being at home and being with your partner maybe or being with somebody you really love, or finding a person you love, and you're like actually ending really troublesome cycles or patterns within you. And I do feel like one of those patterns is this thought process that says that you have to keep on working, keep on pleasing other people, or just keep on thinking about other people, talking about other people, what are the other people saying, what are other people thinking of you, how are they saying, how are they thinking. And also, like, you know, just, yeah, for a very specific few, I feel like this is also you learning how to say sorry, how to apologize when you have made a mistake, and you finding like a resolution in that, and you finding like more balance in your relationships. Yeah, like that's very specific. But the World card can signify travel. The World card can signify I feel like this is like a lot of happiness coming for you. It's pretty similar for all the signs, but for you guys mostly, I feel like this this feeling of understanding that your mistakes are your mistakes. You made those mistakes. Yes, you can acknowledge them, you can apologize for them, but you can't change them at the end of the day. And you have to forgive yourself for your mistakes and make better decisions next time. And for others as well, like you can just forgive others as well. So I do feel like if there have been friendships that were like a little open-ended in the past, like you can really expect like those friendships coming to a good end, because this World card does talk about endings, but this is like a good end, a positive end. So it's like if you have ended certain friendships, like you can just go back and like you can just sort of like find like reconciliation with those friends, like hang out with them and sort things out with those friends. And because Two of Cups really can be about friendships as well. So, and you realizing like, you know, how you have been like not putting in the effort in your friendships. I feel like you'll be putting in less effort in work and more effort in relationships this entire month. So yeah, so that's all that I have for you, Cancerians. So I'll see you again in the next videos. Hello Leo, welcome to your reading for new moon in Sagittarius. So first off, like, you are a fire sign and this is like the fire season, so expect a lot of fire in your life is a message that I'm getting, Leo. So first off, we have karma. You will reap what you have sown. Haystack. Okay, so time for some payback as well, Leo. So and this was in the reverse, so okay, I'll talk about that later. Then we have the King of Wands, which is also fire. Then we have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Wands, which is another fire. Okay, I feel like, Leos, a lot of you are like making travel plans, so that's good. If you're going to travel abroad or something, you're going to travel out of wherever you are at the moment, this is like a great time to make those plans. I don't know if that's gonna happen immediately, like, of course, like, you know, the visa process, sometimes it takes time, so this is just my rational mind saying, but definitely I feel like before you travel, you might have certain things that you have to face, like, not in a bad way, but like, if you have had some ugly relationships where you have made some mistakes, you might have this urge to maybe apologize to those people. So yeah, so I feel like with the karma, you will reap what you have sown. In the reverse, I do feel like there's a lot of apology going from you to other people. So that's one specific message. With the King of Wands and the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, I feel like you must not spend a lot. Of course, this is holiday season, so we're going to spend a lot. So just like take care of your finances is a very important message. And like, just because whatever you're doing, like, take care that you don't spend more than what you might need later on. So whatever you're doing, like, make sure that you're taking care of your future plans as well, because you might, like I said, like, if you're planning to travel somewhere, then you have to take care of those things as well, and you have to spend accordingly, you have to save accordingly. The Four of Pentacles definitely is about like taking care of your finances. Otherwise, they have like the Sagittarius energy has like this tendency to overspend, to be like a little show-offish at times. So just take care of those aspects, that you don't overspend on anything. If you're making like a big purchase, like, make sure you consult a number of people, or you like consult a number of stores or whatever you're purchasing. So with the Two of Wands, I feel like, again, you're making travel plans. You're just like so desperate for it to happen. But the message is that with the King of Wands is that you have to be where you are. Have fun where you are, like, just enjoy this time. If it's not happening, like, if it's not happening quickly, make sure that your plans are perfect, so that as soon as it happens, you have the finances in order, you have the tickets in order, you have the visa in order, you have the clothes, the attire, and everything in order. That's like a very strange, specific message that I have for you, Leo. So at the same time, this is a great time to embrace your confidence. This could also be like, if you don't know of any travel opportunity coming your way, this could also be like for somebody close to you, or like just like you finding like an opportunity coming your way. Okay, so it's like a travel opportunity that finds you for your career, or I feel like mostly for your love. For love as well. So yeah, so that's all that I have for you, Leo. So I hope that this made some sense, and I'm gonna see you again in my next reading. So Virgo, hello. Welcome to your reading. So I'm just smiling because I checked your cards, and your oracle card says spiritual love. Oh, Virgo, you're gonna meet the love of your life, Virgo. I'm sorry. Like, for a lot of you, I do feel like there's a lot of love that's entering your life. If it's not like a romantic love, then this is like professional love that you've been waiting for. The moon is a major arcana which talks about trusting your intuition. So the things that have been hidden from you, things that have been, happening in the background. For example, you might have thought that, nothing ever works out, nothing ever works out, nothing ever works out, something like that. So, but suddenly you realize that you see all the things that have been working out in the background, and now your perspective has shifted. Now you're like, okay, things are always working in my favor, and I'm always at the right place at the right time. I do feel like this, if this is not like special love, is like, if this is not a person, this is definitely work. This is definitely work for like all of you. Like, if it's not person for all of you, if this is definitely work for all of you. Like, you're going to find a lot of spiritual healing and enlightenment in the work that you're doing, and a lot of fulfillment in the work that you're doing. Then we have the Temperance card, which is another major arcana. And the good thing about Temperance is that this is Sagittarius energy. This talks about a lot of balancing, a lot of like healing, a lot of feeling like very positive, very phoenixed. So because I just noticed that there's like this lotus here. So lotus is like a flower that blooms in the muddy waters. Okay, so it's like you'll be feeling like that you are the flower that was supposed to bloom in the worst situations, and you'll be grateful for the situations in your past. So the Page of Wands is again like you'll be enjoying this time. Like, I feel like there's a lot of enjoyment, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of happiness that's finding you, Virgo. So yeah, so great. So that's all that I have for you. I hope this made some sense, and I'm gonna see you again in my next videos. Hello Libra, so welcome to your reading for new moon in Sagittarius. So first off, we have wreath, which says sorrow over a loss. But this was in reverse, and I do specifically remember that this was in reverse. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a major arcana, which is great. Then we have the Devil, which is also a major arcana. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, first off, successes, a lot of good things are going to happen for you during this 1 month. But there's one special message that don't be too prideful, Libra. Don't be like a brat when good things start to happen. Like, make sure that you're grounded. Make sure that you are still grateful to the universe for bringing blessings to you. Make sure that you're still, like, you know, your head is all together. You don't turn into a prude. Because I feel like you are going to have a lot of things to brag about. This is great energy. I love it. Especially financially. I feel like, you know, a lot of finances are going to be happening. A lot of fame and a lot of fortune. If it's not you, like, it's like you're going to have things to brag about. I don't know what these things are, but you're going to have things to brag about. With sorrow over a loss in the reverse, I feel like you will be overcoming a lot of grief this month, and you'll be having a lot of fun after a very long time. You'll feel very content, and you'll actually see the like fruits of your labor, because in this card we have Knight of Pentacles, and there are a lot of grapes that this woman is like sort of like looking at. So you like see the ripe, delicious fruits, but don't be very prideful, Libra. Don't like go out there and like quickly begin to brag. Like, yeah, do it like in a subtle way, okay? Don't like overdo it. Please, that's like a very strong message that there is, because we have the Devil card, which can talk about, you know, addictions, which can talk about you maybe falling into addictions, actually being too happy, celebrating too much, partying too much, and that can of course be that cannot be good for anybody. So too much of anything is bad, but the wheels are turning. I feel like this is going to happen very unexpectedly, very quickly. I don't think that you know the extent to which this is going to be happening, but I do feel like the next 9 to 10 days you'll be seeing like this huge event or change in events, and like you'll be seeing miracle after miracle happening in your life. I know this is like such like a goody reading, but this is exactly what I feel for you, Libra. And yeah, like there are a lot of good changes coming for you. There's a lot of happiness that's going to be finding you, Libra. Yes, so that's all that I have for you. Just make sure that you check out the sun, moon, and rising signs as well. And also, what else? Like, just, yeah, I'll see you next time. Hello, Scorpio. So we have the Oracle card, pay attention to your health. I want to first talk about this, and then I'm going to take the cards out, because with the card, pay attention to your health. Okay, I'm getting a hiccup. So I feel like you have been like the exact energy where I was saying that all work and no play will definitely make you a dull person. So this is exactly for you. Like, make sure that you find time to enjoy. Make sure that you find time to just play, to just relax, to just do the things that are making you happy, just because they make you happy and no other reason. So just make sure that you have time for all those activities. With the Six of Pentacles, then we have for your tarot cards, we have the Six of Pentacles. So we have somebody like giving you a lot of like financial offers. I feel like there's a raise coming your way. There are financial rewards coming your way that you don't really see coming. And like again, like use this time to just relax and just have fun. Okay, don't overspend is another message, but like I feel like there's a lot of success coming your way because we have Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is actually public recognition. I do feel like you'll be getting bigger platforms if that is what you're looking for. You'll be getting bigger opportunities, bigger learning platforms, bigger like everything. Like you'll have more followers, more subscribers, or whatever you want. So and especially like I feel like there's a lot of money coming your way. So with the swords, with the King of Swords, I feel like this could also be somebody who's helping you out. Like I feel like if you have been in muddy waters for a long time, this could be like an air person, so air sign. So air sign is like prominent air placements. So air signs are Libra, Gemini and Aquarius. So one of those signs, but it could be anybody as well, but this is like a person in authority who's giving you a lot of financial benefits, who's giving you a lot of recognition, and I don't think like you understand where and when it's coming. Like it's going to just come out of nowhere, and I feel like it's going to be beyond your wildest expectations, and it's going to be like the right thing that happens at the right time and at the right moment, and you're just going to be very happy about all of this. So yeah, there's a lot of celebration coming your way, but please pay attention to your health and make sure that you are actually taking time to just reap the rewards and just be happy. So Sagittarius, this is your reading for new moon in Sagittarius. I'm just very happy. So we have the Six of Wands. This is your time to shine, Sagittarius, and this is like the ultimate card of like recognition, of like getting happiness, of getting like rewards, of just being happy. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is like the card of like financial independence, like having money, you got it, you flaunt it, you're just like very happy, I feel, this entire Sagittarius season. Then we have the Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups is like a wish fulfillment. If there's anything that you've been wishing for, if there's anything that you have been wanting to happen in your life, I feel like your wishes are going to be granted. And it's like the universe is saying your wish is my command. And then we have the Oracle card Elephant, which says a long journey, either physical, mental or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. I feel like this is what you will be. You will be feeling wiser. You're ready to take good decisions. You're ready to take better decisions. And I feel like if there are wishes that you've been wanting to manifest in your life, you're actually just going to see a lot of just good things happening, because these are all good cards. I don't know like what else to talk about. We have two nines here, and 9 is also, I feel like, 9th house is also the house of Sagittarius. So it's also like a lot about fun. It's all also about like just reaping the rewards that you so very well deserve, Sagittarius. What I love about Sagittarius is like, you know, the ability to look at the bigger picture always. Like even when others say that things are not going to work out or things are not possible, like Sagittarians can be like very optimistic. Blind optimism is like your superpower that's going to really work out in your favor. You'll like this expectation, this habit of having like the good expectation that things will turn out to be good is going to be serving really great, like in a very grand manner for you, Sagittarius. Yeah, so there's a lot of success, there's a lot of wish fulfillment, and there's a lot of financial independence as well. And I feel like there's a lot of freedom as well that you will be feeling towards till the end of this year, and hopefully even after that. So yes, that's all that I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope that this was helpful in some way, and please don't forget to check out your sun, moon and rising signs as well. So hello Capricorn. So for your oracle card we have Dog, which says protection from a powerful friend. Wow. Then we have Justice, which is a major arcana. Then we have the Six of Wands. It's the third sign consecutively where I have had Six of Swords. And see, I'm using different decks. Okay, then we have the Knight of Swords. Did I like get like similar cards for Scorpio as well? Yes, I did. Like I did get Knight of Swords. No, it was King of Swords. Okay. But Six of Wands has been happening for like Scorpio, Sagittarius, and like you're the third consecutive sign where I got Six of Swords. No, sorry, Six of Wands. So first off, we have like protection from a powerful friend. I do feel like people have your back, Capricorn. Like you can expect a lot of friends around you. Although I know that Capricorns are like really introverted. Like I don't know what kind of friends you have, but like whoever is your friend, like is really a good friend. I feel like there might be situations at this time where you might feel like you need a friend, and you call that person up, and then that person like immediately shows up, leaves everything that they're doing, and then they just quickly come and like just protect you and just are there for you, and you feel like so comforted, so validated, so good in the presence of that friend. You were not expecting to be feeling that way. So I feel like this is one thing that's going to be happening. Another thing, like we have the Justice card. There's a lot of like justice coming your way. I feel like this is what you have been waiting for, what you very well deserve. I feel like this could also be in terms of like karma playing out in front of you, like people who have done you dirty. If there's anybody who's like done you dirty, although I don't know if there's a lot of drama happens in Capricorns in their lives, but if there's ever been some like situation of a little like that's been a little out of your hands and been a little dramatic, then I feel like those people will be getting a lot of karmic justice in front of you. Or maybe like if it happened to somebody close to you, then this could be happening and you'll be like, yes, karma is real. Like this is like a lesson that you'll be learning, that karma is real. So I know Capricorns are really practical, but like this is one thing that you'll be actually learning, that karma is real. Okay, so I really feel like somebody's saying that. Yeah, so this could be like for you or for somebody close to you. Then we have the Six of Wands, which talks about success. So yeah, expect a lot of success and things happening very quickly. Like this could be like you moving to a newer place, you moving to a newer apartment, you getting the things that you have been waiting for, you feeling like a lot more successful in your career, of course, you feeling a lot more successful in terms of like, again, public recognition, in terms of like having a higher post, getting promoted, getting a new job, getting applying for a new job, finding openings for a new job, and all these things. Like I feel like you'll be very happy because, and this all of this is like happening very the speed of like lightning bolt. So like it's gonna just be very fast in your life. So yeah, so that's great, Capricorn. I hope that this was helpful in some way and it made some sense. And please don't forget to check out the sun, moon and rising signs as well. And I'll see you in my other videos. Bye bye. Hello, Aquarius. So for your oracle card, we have Mule, which says someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So I feel like this is you. I'm sorry, Aquarius, like I just felt that. And especially I feel like in your love life, because we have the Lovers card, which is showing up, which is like a major arcana. Then we have the Judgment card, which is another major arcana. Then we have the Page of Swords. I feel like it's important for you to cut out people who are not good for you, Aquarius. I feel like you have a lot of, you surround yourself with people who are not good for you, plain and simple. And they like sort of provoke you into acting in ways that are not healthy in your relationship. If you have friends who are like, you know, for example, you have a fight with your partner and there are friends, and this is like in case you are in a healthy relationship, okay? I'm not talking about people who are in toxic relationship and your friends have been telling you to break up with your boyfriend. But like if there's like a friend who says that you must fight more, or you know, like who just unnecessarily brings drama into your life, it's really you who's being so stubborn and unwilling to change. I feel like it's important to cut out those kind of friendships at this time. I know, why is it so serious for you guys? But I do feel like for you especially, otherwise you'll be creating unnecessary drama in your love life, which is not needed. Because, and also like let go of a lot of like judgy energy in your love life. Again, like I do feel like this could also be like how you show up with your dates, or how you're approaching the people who could be potential partners. You'd like dismiss them off before you even give them a chance, and you just judge people too harshly. Or this could be like your existing partner, you're judging them too harshly. And this could be like, I do feel like this is because of like an external influence of like somebody who is very judgmental around you. And it's important for you to cut those people off with the Page of Swords. And yes, so like don't allow. Another very important quote that I'm getting, like I feel like I heard somebody say this, I don't know where did I hear it from. Like someone said that you should not allow roommate stuff to interfere with your relationship, like roommate issues. So if you like, you know, you're sharing an apartment with your partner, and you're like fighting over petty issues, like roommate stuff, like who did the dishes, like you should not allow those things to interfere with your marriage or a relationship that's otherwise very beautiful. So, you know, don't like allow petty things to make you very judgmental and judgy of another person, because I do feel like there's a lot of goodness in your love life and you're just like unnecessarily dismissing that. And if you are completely single and you're not wanting to mingle then this could like just being like that with potential partners or with your loved ones around you. Like, it's very important for you to let go of judgy energies and judgy friends as well, Aquarius. Hello Pisces, so welcome to your reading for the new moon in Sagittarius. So first off, we have hand, which says in need of help, assistance and guidance, but it was in reverse, so this is great. Then we have the Knight of Cups, then we have the Chariot, which is a major arcana, and we have another hangman. We have another major arcana, hangman, which is major arcana, so which is also like the sign of Pisces. So we have Pisces, and then we have Chariot with Cancer, and then we have Knight of Cups, which is like all water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So first off, like I feel like this was in reverse, in need of help and assistance and guidance, because I feel like you will be assisting yourself. And also, if you have been needing certain things to, if you have been needing actual help with certain things, then somebody is going to help you out with things that you really need help with. The Chariot can talk about travel, can talk about purchasing vehicles, can talk about, you know, just things happening, speeding up in your life. Because on the other hand, the hangman is like about just being still. So I don't think like the hangman here represents being stuck. I feel like here the hangman represents like you understanding how the laws of the nature and the law of attraction really works. Like the Abraham Hicks says that the most important thing is your alignment is your own energy. If to protect your own energy, you have to cut people off, if you have to like take a month off from work, if you have to move, if you have to do anything to just make sure that your energy is in balance, if you are like balanced, so make that your first priority. Make sure that your alignment is your first priority, you know. So for example, when you're driving a car, and if it's out of alignment, you know what happens when a car is out of alignment? Like you move the steering and like the car moves in another direction. So like your car is sort of like out of your hands. So it gets out of control and you don't know where to go. Now when you are in the driver's seat of your own life, and you know, like with karma, with your work, you are actually creating the life or driving your life towards your destination, and or you know, on your life path. But if you're not in alignment with your energies, if you are not feeling at peace with yourself, then you would just, you know, move the steering and then the car would go in another direction. You would not know where to go, and you will always feel lost, and you will not feel like things are always happening for you. You'll feel like you're victimizing always yourself constantly. You'll continuously fall into wrong paths, and that can be like really dangerous. So yeah, so I feel like this is very important. There are people who are going to be very helpful to you, but it's up to you to accept that help, and you can accept that help by being more receptive to the positivity around you. Yes, so that's all that I have for you, Pisces. And yes, so I hope this was helpful in some way and it made some sense. Please don't forget to check out the sun, moon and rising signs as well. And yeah, and life goes on. Bye bye, take care.